Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers and updates for Friday, July 4 teased demanding explanations, short fuses, and damage control. Rocco Falconery, Finn Carr, demands explanations, Josslyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, has a short fuse, and Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, talks about damage control. Fridays will be a repeat of November 24, 2024, where Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, had a meltdown in court, and Lulu Spencer, Alexa Evans, came face to face with Rocco. Also, Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, and Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, confronted Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober. Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, supported Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson. Damian Spinelli, Bradford Anderson, was taken aback. After seeing what was in the file that was on Brooke Lynn Quartermain Chase's Amanda Seton desk, Rocco is demanding answers. Lulu explains Britt Westburn's Kelly Thibaud surrogacy, albeit unintended, and unknown to her and Dante Falconery, Dominic Zamprogna, at first. Neither Lulu nor Dante had told Rocco about how he came to be from a stolen embryo. He was too little to understand before Lulu went into a 5-year coma. Rocco seems incredulous as he asks, "You didn't give birth to me, she did." In the meantime, Brooke Lynn is talking to Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, and it seems she's having to eat a nice big piece of humble pie. She tells him one of us has to be the bigger person. Perhaps she's talking about herself and Lulu. It seems most likely that is who she's referring to, since she holds Lulu responsible for the whole Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Massa mess. She doesn't even realize that her revenge, which was digging up Rocco's birth records, is now in play. In a previous discussion with Maxie Jones, temporarily Nicole Paggi, she admitted she chickened out about telling Rocco, but he knows anyway. Josslyn has a short fuse as she tears into her WSB handler and would-be boyfriend Vaughn, Bryce Durfee. It looks like they are close to somewhere a July 4th function is taking place, with the background all red, white, and blue metallic streamers. He's got his shirt off, but she's fully clothed, and after kissing previously while outside the remains of Charlie's pub, she's obviously changed her mind. Josslyn is very upset as she dumps Vaughn, very early in what seemed to be a romantic relationship starting. She yells, "This isn't working, we're done." After being harassed by Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, which she meant as a warning, Gio is now talking to Carly Spencer, Laura Wright. Since she's been either dating or married to Sonny for years, Gio seems to be asking what her take is on the situation. Tracy had repudiated Sonny to Gio, and he wasn't buying what she was trying to sell him. Carly is truthful with Dante's newly revealed son, and tells him she'd be lying if she said that there wasn't another side. She likely will explain what happened to Morgan Corinthos, Brian Craig, and that it actually wasn't Sonny's fault. In the meantime, Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, is questioning Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota, and she is likely asking him about Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue, death. Sidwell quite definitely is using blame-shifting maneuvers to point Anna's suspicions at Sonny, since he framed Selena Wu, Lydia Look, for the fire at Charlie's. Sidwell. He plays the grieving ex-husband card to its hilt as he tells Anna, "If you're looking for answers, look to him." Both he and his son Marco Rios, Adrian Ancondo, are blaming Sonny for Natalia's death. In the questioning room at the Port Charles Police Department, Laura Collins, Jenny Francis, is talking to Sonny, who has now been uncuffed. Ada Justine Turner, Nazneen contractor, had asked some questions, but stopped rather quickly and left. Laura is worried about the damage that her relationship with him is causing her at the polls. Lulu had warned her she needed to disavow Sonny, and Laura cited the problems with Councilman Hatchet Job Ezra Boyle, Daniel Cosgrove. Sunny suggests there may be a way to contain the damage. General Hospital is bringing fireworks this Friday, July 4, and not just the ones in the Port Charles sky. As the holiday unfolds, so does a series of emotionally explosive confrontations, desperate cover-ups, and spiraling tension that could change the course of several relationships forever. With secrets bubbling to the surface, old wounds reopened, and simmering betrayals ready to detonate. This episode promises nothing short of pure drama. Fans better brace themselves as truths are demanded, temper flares ignite, and some very shaky ground threatens to collapse beneath fan-favorite characters. In the wake of recent chaos, Willow Corinthos is left scrambling for clarity and control. She made a decision she believed was rooted in compassion and trust, but not everyone sees it that way. Her conversation with Michael takes a sharp turn as he challenges her judgment, leaving her defensive and emotional. She expected support and understanding, but instead, Michael levels with her about the potential consequences of her recent actions. Willow tries to justify herself, but as Michael's expression grows colder, she begins to feel the weight of the mistake that could unravel everything they've rebuilt. This holiday may just become the day she realizes she's crossed a line she may never uncross. Meanwhile, Sunny Corinthos is in no mood for patriotism or peace. The Kingpin is still reeling from recent betrayals and developments, and now someone else has given him a reason to erupt. He demands answers from Dex Heller, who's been walking a fine line between loyalty and guilt. Dex knew this moment would come, but he still isn't prepared for the verbal onslaught Sunny delivers. The confrontation is raw and venomous. Sunny doesn't hold back his suspicions and accuses Dex of double-crossing him one too many times. Dex tries to stand his ground, arguing his case, but Sunny isn't hearing it. The tension between the two men escalates so dangerously that even Brick and Dante are left wondering if this partnership has finally hit its fatal breaking point. Josslyn Jax enters the fray when she catches wind of Sunny's explosive reaction. She's furious, protective of Dex, and determined to challenge Sunny's intimidation tactics. Their argument is harsh, personal, and emotional. Joss refuses to back down, and for a moment, Sunny almost sees Carly's fire in her. But her defiance only intensifies his anger. Carly Spencer, on the other hand, is watching everything spiral from a distance, and she's not going to let it happen without intervening. With the damage being done to her family, Carly decides to step back into the mix to do what she does best: damage control. But the question remains, can she truly fix what's already shattered? Elsewhere, Nina Reeves is having her own Independence Day meltdown. Despite her efforts to repair her life, she keeps finding herself excluded and judged. Her relationship with Willow remains strained, and her marriage to Sunny is on the verge of collapse. As Nina pours out her frustrations to Ava Jerome, it becomes clear she's cracking under the pressure. She wants to prove she's changed, but no one is giving her the chance. Ava listens, but her face betrays a layer of concern. Nina is unpredictable when pushed too far, and Ava knows just how far Nina can fall if she feels cornered. Nina's desperation is a dangerous thing, and the 4th of July may be when she finally takes a step she can't take back. At the hospital, Portia Robinson and Curtis Ashford's recent tensions are about to reach a boiling point. Curtis has been keeping secrets about his involvement with Jacinda and the mystery surrounding her presence in Port Charles. Portia isn't blind. She's picked up on the shift in Curtis' behavior and demands the truth. Their conversation escalates rapidly, and emotions fly as accusations and defenses are traded. Curtis struggles to keep his cool, but Portia's persistence leaves no room to escape. Curtis finally breaks and admits part of what's been weighing on him, but it's only enough to raise more red flags. Portia storms out, convinced that the man she's standing by is still hiding something much bigger. The question now is, will she uncover the truth before it's too late? Over at the Metro Court, Drew Kane is busy juggling his own issues. After shutting down Curtis' scheme, he's trying to get his own life in order again. But it's not going smoothly. He finds himself unexpectedly face to face with Valentine Casadine, and the encounter is anything but cordial. Valentine, who has his own motives and secrets, tries to play nice. But Drew sees right through him. Their verbal sparring is laced with threats and subtle warnings. Valentine's smile never reaches his eyes, and Drew's patience is running dangerously thin. Both men know they're on a collision course, and today may be the moment the gloves start to come off. Meanwhile, Laura Collins and Kevin are feeling the ripple effects of the town's chaos. As mayor, Laura tries to hold the city together on this day of supposed unity, but even she can't avoid the growing unrest in Port Charles. Between Jason's reappearance, Sunny's volatility, and the Casadines' never-ending plots, Laura feels the walls closing in. Kevin encourages her to take a break, but Laura's resolve is unshakable. She knows that something big is brewing, something that could threaten not just her loved ones, but the entire city. Jason Morgan remains a shadowy figure as always, still piecing together what happened during his time away. But now more eyes are turning toward him. Anna Devane, ever the detective, wants answers. Jason has remained tight-lipped, but Anna isn't letting up. She pushes him in a quiet but intense exchange, reminding him that trust is earned, not expected. Jason, though wary, gives her just enough to keep her curious, and just enough to make her believe that someone far more dangerous is pulling strings from the shadows. Elsewhere, Trina Robinson is worried about Gio. The teen has been acting increasingly reckless, and Trina's instincts are screaming at her that something isn't right. She confides in Spencer, who doesn't share her concern at first, until a cryptic message from Gio suggests he's gotten himself in deeper trouble than anyone realized. Now Trina and Spencer are on a mission to find him before it's too late. Whatever Gio has gotten involved in may be darker than either of them expected, and they're about to stumble into something that might put their own lives at risk. As for Maxie Jones, she's dealing with a crisis of her own. A new scandal is brewing at Deception, and this one could ruin the company if not handled correctly. Lucy Coe is in a full-blown panic, and Sasha Gilmore is once again caught in the middle. Maxie is determined to manage the fallout, but with tensions rising and investors demanding answers, she may be in over her head. A last-minute tip sends Maxie digging into some financial documents, and what she uncovers could shake the foundation of the company. There may be someone embezzling funds, and the suspect is someone very close to home. Elsewhere, Elizabeth Weber finds herself caught between her loyalty to Finn and the increasingly hostile energy surrounding Violet. She tries to keep things stable, but when a confrontation with Brooke Lynn and Chase turns unexpectedly bitter, Elizabeth realizes the situation is far more fragile than she thought. BLQ and Chase have been dealing with their own heartbreak over the adoption pause, and now their grief and frustration are bleeding into their interactions with others. Elizabeth's efforts to smooth things over only seem to deepen the rift. What was meant to be a peaceful celebration ends in raw emotion and lingering tension. In the Quartermain mansion, Tracy is in rare form, stirring the pot and making no apologies. She's got her eye on everything and isn't afraid to say exactly what she thinks about the family's current state. Her barred comments land especially hard on Brooke Lynn, who's already on edge from her recent decisions. But when Tracy makes a cryptic comment about knowing more than she lets on, BLQ starts to panic. Is Tracy sitting on a secret that could unravel her carefully constructed plans? If so, the fireworks at the Key Mansion might just outshine those in the sky. Finally, fireworks literally light up the Port Charles sky, but they don't bring people together the way they're meant to. Couples are divided, families are fractured, and alliances are shifting faster than anyone can keep track of. In the shadows, dangerous plans are being set in motion. And by the time the night is over, someone may find themselves betrayed in a way they never saw coming. The 4th of July in Port Charles isn't about independence this year. It's about explosive consequences, passionate clashes, and the unpredictable fallout of secrets too long buried. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.